Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back. We had a brief hiatus of the last few days. Took it easy. And now the market's calling us back. In the best of ways. Best of ways here. One watching. Maybe there's something wrong. It says one watching, but we have 7 likes. What's going on here? Suspicious. Don't be suspicious. What's up? What's up? Alright, now it's working. Now we're going. Now we're moving. Alright. Word, I guess we'll just jump right into it. It's been a crazy few days. It's been a crazy month, really. It's been just off the hook. I don't even know how to describe it. We're seeing Bitcoin rally all the way up, man, today. 18,850. That's within 10%. Almost within 5% of the all-time high. This is some exciting action. And steadily growing. If you notice in the space, there's still not that much hype going on. It's awesome. Last time we were at this price, 2017. Hype at an all-time high at that point. What is up, my man? Or woman? Emiya, welcome. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, last time we were here, hype was not just price all-time high, but hype all-time high. People were taking out loans and doing stupid stuff with their money. And now we're back. We're back. Just about 3 years later, and all seems quiet. We're seeing really the FOMO, or the energy, coming from an institutional standpoint versus a retail standpoint, which is what we're used to in crypto. Retail has driven Bitcoin since day one. And it seems as if finally the big players are catching on here. Not just PayPal, not just Grayscale. We're seeing all kinds of big institutional fund index, whatever you want to call them, publicly traded companies showing interest they've never shown before. Narrative has begun to shift from it's a scam, it's rat poison, to maybe it'll replace gold, according to a BlackRock, what do you call him, chief officer, I don't know, CIO, I think that said that recently. That was in crypto news. Pretty cool. That's a huge narrative shift. We've been talking about that, specifically that now for months, that we're looking for the opinion or the stance on Bitcoin, or the narrative, to change. And man, it is changing with price, isn't it? Literally, the CIO BlackRock said that it could replace gold. I don't think he said it would, but it could. I think that's a feeling we've maybe all shared here at some point, even if we were too afraid to jinx it. It's the digital gold, man. It's the digital gold rush, and we're here. Start selling pickaxes, right? Something like that. Last night was crazy. We had patron night, and it was a ton of fun. I'm still recovering here, so sorry about my low energy. But I'm feeling much better. Huge shout out to everybody last night. That was the most fun I think I've ever had at one. We had cameras on, and we were all just chatting and sharing stories, and it was cool. So thank you guys for that. I was in a good mood, and I guess that put me in an even better mood today. I'm just fighting off a little hungover haze right now, but let's get into the charts. Let's see what the charts are saying. We really are seeing not just Bitcoin. This is the exciting thing. We're not just seeing Bitcoin run. We're seeing Litecoin run. We're seeing Ethereum run. These big caps that have been dormant for so long are now again showing signs of life. So we're gonna look at those charts. We're also gonna look at total market cap, Bitcoin dominance, and we're gonna try to get a feel of really what's going on here in the space. So thanks for joining. I see there's 81. Pretty good numbers, 81. I'm surprised it's not in the hundreds, but we'll get there. People are probably still waking up, man. I know a lot of our community has been low on sleep on the last few weeks. Guys, you have to take care of yourself. You have to watch my video from like a year and a half ago on my channel. You gotta take care of yourself first. You're a machine, and you gotta, just like a car, you gotta change the oil, man. If you're not sleeping, you're not gonna be in the right mindset. You're not gonna have that sharpness that is required with trading. So take care of yourself. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. It'll be here tomorrow. Make sure you get rest. So we identified what we assumed was a wedge. Broke out. All right, this is moving average on Bitcoin on the 15-minute is guiding price here, at least locally. We have that nice little wick down earlier. I guess that was in the last 2 hours to 18.4. And the 50 held a support, so that's excellent. Looking at RSI and MACD here, we see MACD showing some bullish divergence off of that low, looking to flip from the selling to the buying momentum. Move up to the hour. Man, this is just a strong chart. Lots of green. On the hourly, the RSI lows coming up. We do have still that threat of bearish divergence. It's amazing how long it's being kept in limbo here. We see higher highs in price over and over and over, and at least on the short time frames, we're really yet to see a higher high in RSI or on our indicators here. And while that is not ideal, that is bearish divergence, market doesn't seem to care. Bitcoin does not seem to care, just continuing to push up despite that. And as we zoom out, we see that this divergence is maybe not quite as powerful, or not powerful even, maybe not quite as important as we normally would treat it, simply because the longer time frames not showing us those signs, which is excellent. If the 2 hour looks any different. Really the same thing. We do see that divergence on this low here playing out on longer time frame. We see this dip to the selling side. Rather strong dip, however, unable to really move price down in any significant way, failing to make any lower lows. It really does feel here that the bears have lost power, or lost their grip on the market, as there is just seemingly no sell pressure. Price is just floating up. Very strange to me. Very strange to me personally. Well, I've always wanted this. I've always wanted, they're just waiting for new all-time highs. It is odd. It is odd that we've broken through these critical levels, and now we're at the cusp of a new high, and there's just no selling pressure. Price is just floating. I wouldn't even call it pumping. It's like there's just no gravity anymore. It could be a combination of the halving supply shock setting in and institutional grayscale adding and adding and adding, scooping up available supply, really drying out liquidity above liquidity above us, which is thinning out possible areas of selling. I mean, it's just, how else do you describe it? This is just out in space, man. It's just floating up. We really don't have any critical levels left. We have the all-time high above us. That's it. We have some strong, significant levels below. 17.2 didn't really pan out the way we expected. Expected to see some resistance there, and market just did not care. It did come to backtest it, but it did not really act as resistance. So maybe not as a critical level as we assumed. Our projection into the end of this year and into the beginning of 2021 is looking pretty good. While it did not account for possibly breaking the all-time high this year, it did suggest that we were going to see 17.2. We went past 17.2. And if we test the all-time high here, there's really only two options. One, our projection was never right to begin with. It was just thankfully in the right direction. Or two, it could be playing out faster. It could be playing out faster than we expected, which would be surprising. But this is Bitcoin, man. It never does. It's not going to do what we expect it to do. It's always going to keep us on our toes, no matter what the direction. So we also have 13.8 behind us. not back tested. I'll say it, just not back tested. I still believe this is the statistical play, is that it does want to be back tested. However, the closer we get to an all-time high, the less likely it's seeming. Certainly we can speculate that we will see some kind of pressure at the all-time high at 20,000 at 19,891 and 99 cents on Coinbase Pro. We can speculate that that would be a fair assumption. However, based on what we're seeing so far, it's I don't know, man. There's just no selling. It seems March was the capitulatory event that we eyed it up to be all those months ago, and perhaps everyone who is interested in selling has sold. I don't know. It's very weird. We always expected to get to this point, but perhaps not in this fashion. It's almost more bullish than we expected. Jeez, isn't that a weird thing to say? Oh yeah, good reminder. I gotta pin that Discord link. I always forget. Well, I don't always forget. They just started doing this on YouTube, and I think it's awesome. They allow, while you're live, to pin a message. Gotta say, I'm a little surprised that they enabled this, but not gonna complain. As a creator, it's amazing to be able to just have like the Discord pinned up here. So let me grab that link. And let me send that message, and then boom. Hopefully that works. So yeah, what we've been seeing, we may expect not to see too much action at 20K, but man, that would just be mind-blowing. We really haven't seen much price action up since, I don't know, geez. Since the 8th, we've really just seen price move up. We haven't seen any significant pullbacks. We could argue maybe early November from 15 to 14.2, but that's really not even significant itself. So if we do see a touch to the all-time high, and we do see a pullback, 13.8 is about 30% down. 17.2 squaring up at about 17%. What we can actually go back and look, but what we would, I guess, expect would be 20%-ish area, if not more. In a bull run, a 30-40% quick, violent pullback is absolutely normal. We haven't seen any of those yet, and to fit history, we would expect to. Who knows? I also would say to fit history, we wouldn't expect this just moving up with no pullback. So very spicy spot. The 4 hour looking okay. Locally avoiding that bearish divergence, putting in a new high here, but then again, this is just repeating over and over and over again. Price goes up, we don't get a higher high versus October, and then chills out for a little bit. Our indicators, like RSI and our indicators, move back, and then price moves up again and makes these little lower highs. It just keeps happening. We can see it infinite times here as prices continue to climb up. Very interesting. We see that the 4 hour is still solidly in the buying momentum side, and that it has not shown signs of weakness at this point. So suggesting maybe we do touch the all-time high this year. It's almost emotional to say that, man. We've waited so long, and now it's so close that it is ridiculous. Let's look at the 12. The 12 hour has been really the pesky time frame that we've been watching. And yes, indeed, we're still in the same position where we have not broken October's high in RSI, nor MACD. I guess here we did a MACD, but not locally. 12 hour with the fake out though. So we saw in the last few days a swing to the buying momentum on 12 hour, and we saw it fade in the last 36, whatever, 36-ish hours, and then into this candle, we see momentum again increasing. That is usually pretty solid fake out when it comes from a technical stance to see momentum on a 12-hour time frame waning off just to bump up again. That's pretty exciting. If we see a continuation of this, aka more of these light blue candles, there's really only one other destination, and that's the all-time high at 20,000. Spicy. Here is our saving grace. So we were talking about how we have these bearish divergences on lower time frames, and we've had them. We've had them all the way up. It's been unnerving. It hasn't been comfortable. It's not what we want to see, but that's what we're getting, and it seems to be okay. This MACD only on the buying side. We're seeing the dailies showing no sign of weakness either. And as we zoom out, this is what I was saying, is we are seeing higher highs on these bigger time frames. On the daily here, it's a little noisy. Let's switch it to the actual day. So we notice that on TradingView, 144 minutes is 24 hours, but it does not actually reflect the way we would expect it to on the 1 day. Let's see what the 1 day shows. This is so weird. So now the 1 day does show the higher. I give up. I give up on this, man. Right here, this movement, 5th, 6th of November. We have seen this high change multiple times, and I thought we figured it out. I thought it was because of the 24 hours versus the daily thing. And now it's at one point this high was a lower high, then it was a higher high. Now it's a lower high again. Now it's a higher high one more time. So we see the daily reaching up, kind of is in line with that test to the all-time high. We would likely see a higher RSI here, or RSI high here, which would eliminate the bearish divergence threat on the daily, which would be wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. What is to be said, man? It's just green. We just have green everywhere. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and it's still November, so I'll take it. We have to almost start counting in weeks now, how many weeks we have left in the year, and think about that. Quickly running out of our weekly supply of our supply of weeklies on this yearly candle. And here is the comfort, here is our saving grace, here is why we're not too worried about these small time frames. Weekly already has closed, already eliminated bearish divergence. The daily is still fighting up at this high RSI, but the weekly, man, 84 RSI, quite impressive show from the bulls. If we look back, and this is Coinbase, so we don't have too much history, we do see when the market is bullish, it takes a trip up to the overbought area, and it just pretty much stays there. So we're back at these levels that we have only seen. The last time we've seen a comparable RSI weekly spike was in June of 2016. It's second quarter, I believe. And while we do have these little trips back to the 50, bulls historically have remained in control once a move into this overbought area is put into place. So the weekly is looking honestly just like the daily. Wow, awesome. With this recent push up into the mid-high 18s, we actually see the weekly has overtaken its 2019 high. So the weekly is really, if you're feeling a little shaky about this rally, the weekly is really the place to look. RSI and MACD both eliminating bearish divergence, and really showing the true colors of this market right now. Buyers are clearly in control. This can change at any time, but at the moment, clearly in control. Why do we have so many tags? Oh, okay, I know why. I know why. Anyway, let's zoom out again to the monthly just so we can review this one more time. That's what we like to do here. Just beat the topic to death. The monthly MACD showed this first, and it's still showing it, if not increasing. From the second the monthly MACD histogram right here, from the minute it broke to a new high, and this was early in the month, this was the first few days of the month, has just continued to put this lead, the momentum growing exponentially, really. It's interesting because, well, RSI as well, in agreement with MACD here with the higher high versus 2019. Dang, what was I gonna say? It was interesting. Well, oh well. Don't remember where I was going. Today's a rough day. Still recovering from last night, but we're doing pretty good. I guess I'll just resort to this. What's interesting is that the monthly really did show first where this market was heading. It is very strange to see something on a monthly time frame that you're not seeing on maybe, say, the daily or the 12-hour. And now it does seem that those are trying to catch up, but still threatening with what really everyone's, I'm guessing, expecting is some kind of sell-off at some point, right? I mean, that's what we're so used to over all this time. We're so used to seeing these sell-offs that it's almost hard to accept that there has not been any real pullbacks. All right, so back to the smaller time frame. Trading sideways just underneath today's new high. Really nothing of note here. If we take here, this is the final thing, then we have to take a look at Ethereum and Litecoin and some other stuff. If we take the high from November 18th and connect it to the low on the hourly, or really any time frame of that same day, and we use our fib tool, what's really interesting, and we found this out the other day, is that the 2 extension of the fib, so the difference between the high and the low, if we apply that in the other direction, is 20,000. It lines up virtually perfectly with the all-time high. This was a crazy signal. I believe it was in the patron warm-up when we found it. It's ridiculous how well that fits. Very encouraging that it does indeed want to test that all-time high. So we are seeing it on the longer time frames. The shorter ones are still kind of sketching us out, so it's really a keep on your toes thing, man. That's why I'm pushing, get sleep, get rest, take care of yourself, because this is gonna be super spicy. So I will have to say here on Ethereum USD, I don't know. Was I wrong? I don't have a problem admitting I was wrong. In fact, I never really am hesitant to do it. 500. We were talking psychological resistance, 488 being the real resistance here. Trading up as high as, I believe, 511 or 515 today. So maybe this psychological barrier is broken. Not sure. But 488 as a resistance, certainly broken here. Maybe logical to back test it as support at $488. However, now just up in space, kind of like Bitcoin. There's really no resistance here above, all the way up to the 700s, mid 700s. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I might have to admit I was wrong. I was expecting this to range more here underneath this resistance. You can see by this doodle that we did in some live episode here, that was really looking for price action to range sideways here. So I'll do this. If we see this 15 or 515 breakup again, likely that my call for more sideways trading here is off. Still not super totally convinced, and definitely I'm still looking for a back test on 488. So let's look at our indicators here, get an idea of where we're at. We do not have bearish divergence on the 4-hour with these highs. We do not have it on RSI or MACD. That's an excellent sign for continuation and for Tom being wrong. 12-hour, bit more sketch. We're in the same scenario with Ethereum that we are with Bitcoin. Really struggling to put in higher RSI highs on these lower time frames versus recent rallies. You can see it. Not too far to go, but without continuing to push up on the 12-hour, it will see bearish divergence. And that may be a sign of weakness. We'll see how it plays out. This MACD looking very strange. Certainly on the buy side, but we see these little flips, these little, I don't even know what to call them, clicks to selling momentum being pretty much immediately invalidated. It's got a long way to go to get back to these highs of the 7th of November and the 1st of September on the bullish momentum side. Not waning, solidly building momentum, so that is possible here. Absolutely. And man, that is a beautiful 12-hour candle. Ethereum looking much stronger. I was, you guys know I wouldn't say bearish on Ethereum in any way, but short term sketched out by the issues they've been having on chain, with their issues they're having with transitioning to 2.0, etc. So it was a pleasant surprise to see it push up like this, really following and or I don't know, moving with the pack here, which is excellent. Daily not quite as clean as Bitcoin. We don't see the higher high like we do on Bitcoin and Ethereum, but really won't take much. Like I said, there's no resistance really above this, and a move up really in any degree is likely to put in a higher RSI high, so that would be really good for Ethereum. You have this fake out on the MACD again. Excellent. We're seeing this across the market, it seems, where buying momentum appeared to fade and then boom, started gaining momentum out of nowhere. That is rather bullish to see across the market. Where are our moving averages? Okay, nothing too much of note on our MAs here. Let's look at the weekly. How's that weekly look? It's gotta look good. Oh yeah, it looks heckin' good. Hecka good. Hecka good, but still, it really seems that Bitcoin is the only one that's been able to do this, at least so far. Looking for Ethereum to push up and make that weekly new high to mirror Bitcoin's RSI on the weekly. Looks primed to do it. This definitely looks strong. Weekly is going to be an important time frame to pay attention to on Ethereum here, however. Pretty much any kind of reversal when you're still struggling on the daily and weekly will be rather bearish. So it's pretty much a pump or dump it scenario there on the macro for Ethereum. However, with the way Bitcoin's looking, likely is just going to follow Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin does push up, test the all-time high, potentially even if it breaks it, then it's very likely Ethereum will light a fire underneath itself and push up to that 750 level. If we see kind of a wild retracement, as we were speculating is possible at the all-time high, that could lock in the bearish divergence for Ethereum on these longer time frames, and certainly would not be ideal for the bulls. Hourly looks fine. We do see it did just flip over to the sell side, but we've seen this on Bitcoin as well. Really, any selling momentum is struggling to really hold or sustain. This could be a flagging out pattern. It could be even looking just to backtest 500 as the psychological support. So interesting chart here. It's good to see Ethereum moving, however, because it has been a little lackluster up until this point, and now looking solid again. Litecoin, looking awesome. Making a really nice, clean touch to its resistance at $84.50. This is the critical level for Litecoin. If we zoom out, we're going to see that this was the prior high of the year. This is the yearly high it's back at now. Whoa, everything Everybody see that? Everything moved around really strangely for a second on the chart. That's okay. Critical level here, 8450. We've been talking about it for quite some time with our hopes and dreams of reaching it. Above this level, in the same sense of Ethereum, this is what I really like, is that Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin are all just directly at a critical price point or resistance. Bitcoin's all-time high, Litecoin's 8450, and Ethereum's 500. They're all in alignment here. A breakup on Bitcoin is likely plenty of power to push Litecoin and Ethereum up through these levels. This is what you expect at these critical times. For everything to start lining up in this way, where it looks so clean and in agreement, and typically we get a wild card at that point. But Litecoin clearly has broken out of what is a multiple year symmetrical triangle, bull flag, whatever you want to call it. Oop. Mr. PDM, my man. What's up, PDM? How you doing, brother? Thank you for the 5, but you didn't send me a message. But thank you, my man. It's good to see you. I'm sure you're feeling good today. I think we're all feeling pretty good in the crypto space recently. Not too hard. But this is the big thing here, is all of these big, large cap, all the major players in this space right now are kind of lined up right at resistance, right at these levels. And they're either looking to put in some kind of insane rally to the next levels here, or all pull back at once. It's going to be spicy. The rest of this month, you know, I will say this, before the Ethereum, I'll say that I was wrong about November. November, I was looking for more sideways trading. I was looking for maybe a calmer close, and somehow November has given us no chill. And the best part of that is that it has managed to stay under the radar with all this volatility and all these gains recently. Hype is definitely way larger than it was earlier in the year, but it's just not proportionate. There's some kind of hype divergence. I think we've coined that before. Hype divergence. The hype is not quite following the price proportionately, and in my opinion, that is a good thing. This is a very good thing. We've seen it over and over again. When hype is exceeding price movement, typically the market reverses. So the longer it's able to keep kind of under the shadow, the better, in my opinion. Let's look at the macros here. So Litecoin BTC did break a critical level, however, I believe. Moved back underneath it, yes. 004613 off the top of my head. I think it's trading at about 44.77, so moved back under. But really looking for a break and a close above that level. Litecoin historically has been a front runner, let's say, of the market, and we haven't seen that in a while, but it could be returning. The timing is very keen here. And let's see, so daily, Litecoin having the same problem as well as that Ethereum is having, but it's not quite as bad. You can see here on the daily Litecoin RSI virtually at the same level that it was at in October. It does have some hurdles in front of it though. August has a very, very high swing high on RSI that Litecoin is gonna have to reach to and break if it wants to remain in an uptrend. This is very promising, what we're seeing here, this tight coiling. I think we were talking about this kind of bull flaggish pattern or symmetrical triangle on RSI that we've seen across coins. And definitely looking as if it's broken up here. Putting in locally higher highs and higher lows. That's some strength, man. That's definitely some strength. MACD looking more bullish than RSI even. Beautiful. So MACD on the daily for Litecoin reaching up and exceeding those levels we just saw in RSI, which is amazing. absolutely amazing because it suggests that RSI is likely to catch up as well. Definitely some good stuff going on here, but we are at resistance again. Got to keep driving this home. We're at resistance on all of these coins. It's the most tempting time to go long, but the statistically most losing. So managing ourselves here is going to be priority. You got to keep your head on straight. It's always tempting to go long at resistance, but it's trading backwards. Going long at resistance and short at support, you're doing it backwards. What else do we have here on this baby? 4 hour really can see that what we just saw in the daily. You can really see that flagging out pattern. The highs coming down, the lows coming up. Still not decided on the 4 hour. The 4 hour has not put in any kind of higher highs. It has not put in any kind of lower lows on RSI. So potentially this move has not been decided yet. MACD, we have some bearish divergence on our local highs here between the 16th and today, and a little bullish divergence locally, so undecided as well. And RSI has given us nothing until we see a break, a definitive break in one of these directions or the other. It's really just building power, building up strength for the next move, whether that's to the upside or downside. We do not know yet, and likely is just going to follow Bitcoin, whatever Bitcoin decides to do here at this level. But very exciting. This has been long awaited in the market for these coins to retest these levels, and finally to be getting it is absolutely wonderful. Upside, if 84.50 is broken, we can assume psychological, maybe $100 resistance will appear out of nowhere, simply because it's a psychological number. And then I know we do see on the weekly and monthly, maybe it's the monthly, must be, there we go. On the monthly, we do see that we've pretty much cleared everything. The 84.50 is only a wick on the monthly, so closing at this level in November would be great, absolutely great, and suggest an upside of 122, which is a large increase. And if the momentum is there, man, you're all of a sudden retesting all-time highs again on these coins. It's very, very exciting. The only monthly resistance above $122 on Litecoin is 227, and of course you can then put your eyes on the all-time high at what, 420? Blaze it. That would be a beautiful day. So yes, the whole market looking great. Let's take a look at some different metrics. So Bitcoin market cap. So this is just the market cap of Bitcoin, already has exceeded its all-time high in 2017. That's an excellent sign. We scoped this out first on the monthly. That October closed as the highest market cap close on the monthly ever, and since, all we've really seen is up. Pretty great. That was an exclusive here on our stream. We have been nailing these macro signals here for the last few months. Love sharing it with you guys. Love looking where others aren't. That's our specialty here, I suppose. So Bitcoin market cap has no resistance. There's simply nothing above. It has never traded this high, currently at $345 billion. And it's soaring. MACD's just being explosive with momentum. Of course, it does have the 2017 highs to watch out for on RSI and MACD. However, man, it just does not seem to matter. Locally, we don't have any bearish divergence. The 2019 high has already been exceeded. So has price and market cap. Things are looking pretty darn spicy. So what else do we have? Bitcoin dominance. This is probably what's on everyone's mind. Everyone's mind. On the daily here, MACD still in buying momentum, still increasing. RSI Same position as a lot of things right now. In danger of painting bearish divergence. We were expecting this to pull back earlier to come retest the 200 daily moving average, but so far has not shown signs of it. What's really spicy here is, check this out. So this is insane. I don't know how to explain this really. Typically we've seen, especially recently actually, lots of kind of calculation errors on TradingView side, where we're getting these wild candles in many charts. Bitcoin dominance probably having the most issues, but this is what's spicy to me. So we were wrong and we were right. It depends on what data here is correct, and I don't have a real way of determining that. On the daily, so when you select the day on Bitcoin dominance, it came back in perfectly, touched our zone here. Check this out. Pretty much perfectly back tested 62, fitting this projection perfectly. But then when we zoom in, we do say 4 hours, all of a sudden we don't have that candle. So I'll go ahead, I'll take the L here and say that I was off on this one. However, I'm super confused about this. The issues that we see here in Bitcoin dominance, it happens also in total market cap. It happens in many of the calculated.
Gotta give another 5 for the crew. Smash that like for the crown.
There we go. PDM brother, thank you. Thank you for including the message, dude. Yeah, smash that like. I haven't even shilled the likes or anything.
Hey Tom, thank you for the great channel. Erder Nogel Dan Scary Eye Chatin 00300 ETH.
Yo, Nicolas Waneke, thank you for the Ethereum, brother. The 03 Ethereum. Very appreciated, and always love having you, my dude. I'm happy to see you tuning in every time we go live. It's great to have you here. Oh show. Let me know what I can look at for you next time. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the calculated by TradingView. We're seeing lots of errors with this, but here's why I'm a little more confused on this one. We will see these errors, these crazy candles that aren't reflective of any kind of price action. However, they get fixed relatively quickly. Usually within 24 hours, they'll no longer be on the chart. And here we still have it. I think actually what'll be the tiebreaker for me, if Brave would stop pulling that up, I think the tiebreaker here for me will be on the weekly. Do we see it? So on the weekly we do. That's so spicy. That's so spicy. So yeah, it's up to you guys. I don't really care. I don't care if I was off or not. It's up to you. On the daily and the weekly, it does show that our back test happened. When we go to the smaller time frames, it doesn't. And so weekly is not showing signs of slowing down either. This is not ideal for our alt bags. However, it is also not a death sentence. Eventually Bitcoin dominance will reverse, yes, but as long as total market cap in crypto is expanding with Bitcoin dominance, we can continue to see what we're seeing on Ethereum, what we're seeing on Litecoin, likely what we're seeing on a lot of different things. As long as total market cap keeps expanding with it, alts can as well gain value alongside of Bitcoin. Weekly has not shown any kind of sign of MACD that it's slowing down. Momentum's still increasing. It's locally surpassed its two highs. RSI, pretty much the same boat. Locally, it is good, but still has this August 2019 high to reach for. That's spicy, dude. Just a spicy chart. And as I've been saying, I'm going to keep saying, until we see a weekly weakness on Bitcoin dominance, I'm not looking for reversal. Hammerslay Chris, yo bro, it's been a long time, man. Hammerslay from way back in the day. Good to see you, brother. Good to see some of the, I'll say, OGs return as the market heats up. It's just it's a great sign for everything. Yep, so we don't have it yet. We're still watching. The daily is potentially in danger. However, until it's on the weekly, it's not real to me. So Bitcoin dominance at this point still trending up. Major moving averages, even the 200 now beginning to slant up. And if it did backtest it or not is up to you guys. I don't know what data to go by until they fix this. So weekly, daily showing this candle, and smaller time frames not. Let's move it on. All right. Bitcoin has not moved since we've started. That is okay. Nothing's really changed. Yeah, nothing's really changed here except for 15-minute MACD maybe picking up again on the selling. Is really not a big deal. As we've seen this happen, and just no price change really results from it. So things are looking pretty decent still. Let's get off this 15-minute gibberish. I actually really want to... This one. Make a copy. I really want to get rid of some of these tags. It's bugging me. And these are just the fib extensions from the high to low, as we said earlier, on November 18th. And the 2, or as some people refer to, the measured move, sitting right at the all-time high. Spicy. This is what dreams are made of. Is there anything else going on here that I'm missing? I have not been as attentive to the charts today as I typically am. I've been just trying to not feel like crap after last night. So hopefully I'm not missing anything. Let's look at the clouds quick. Nothing new. Nothing new. On the daily or 12-hour, sweet. We see the hourly TK now trending right at the previous high, 18.5, 1848, strengthening potentially that area as support, and we did see a back test of it, so that's not a bad sign either. Man, spicy stuff. Looks good. Macro, really the more you zoom out, the better this chart looks. And the more you zoom in, it seems to just be repetitively painting this short-term kind of bearish signals. Not a bad setup. Not a bad setup, but still there is like these threats that we have to be attentive to. We can't just dismiss them because price is going up. You don't want to lose your edge just because number go up. That's a bad reason to lose your edge. As much as everyone loves number go up. I know I do. Make these most noticeable. There we go. So still not even still not making really any lower lows. It's mind-blowing. This price action has just been mind-blowing. To me, looking very reminiscent of this area where we are now. See, we have a nice low put in right away, and then just a series of higher lows and higher highs. It's just that floating. We even see a similar sell-off, of course, much quicker now to the previous slightly higher high back here on the 13th. We have that little V shape, and we even have it right here again. Mind blowing. Just mind blowing the strength that this has been showing. This just came out of nowhere as soon as October ended. It was pretty much nothing but up. A very uncomfortable position for many people, I assume. Let's change the background. Here we go. Nice and smooth. Alright, I haven't read chat at all. Sorry guys, I'm terrible at that. But let me pop this out and see what you guys are talking about. What's up, False Flags and Sean Gardner? How you guys doing? Mr. Alex, Mr. Macy, Mr. Massey. I got it right, I think. What's up, Jerry? Prod 19. Looks like it's picking up fuel. Could be. A big pump would fit some of these other smaller time frames and invalidate that bearish diversion, so it would fit into our picture in that way. L-Man K-Man, what's up, dude? Bags full. Liked and subbed. Welcome, brother. We're live every day here. I say that as we weren't live the last 2 days, and but we're live all the time, just doing TA, talking crypto. It's good to have you guys. Error Random, what's up? False Flags, I think I already said hello, or I think I already shouted you out, but you can have two. Minky Flicker, how you doing? Hypnotic, yeah. Oh yeah. Ryan Rezek's calling something, I don't know. What's up, Trish? Zachary, first time here. You have advice, man. Best advice I can give anyone at this point is if 20,000 breaks, if we set in a new all-time high, expect some kind of shakeout. But after that, probably the best thing you can do is just sit. That's my plan. When the all-time high is broken, I plan to just sit on my hoard of coins like a crypto dragon. Just keep them. Watch them grow. Trading will become way more difficult when the all-time high is broken. It will become extremely risky to short after years of consistent short opportunities that will dry up, and it will become a very hostile landscape. A bull run, lots of people are mistaken. They think that a bull run is easy trading. A bull run is pretty much everyone feels like a winner. Number goes up. But it is by far way more difficult to successfully trade, to successfully navigate a bull market in comparison. My hands really are just going to be off the trading button for a while at that point. So that's my best advice for new people. If you're in and 20,000 breaks, just do yourself a favor and chill. Just watch the fireworks. What's up, Alex? Renee Silva, my brother. Caliente. Hace caliente. It's hot today. I was complaining about it being cold in the last episode. Today it's 70 or something. That's why I'm wearing this. Sweating. I know how. What's up, darling? All-time high is the fib line. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. That's what we looked at. This is a ridiculous line. If anyone saw that patron warm-up, dude, my mind was blown when I saw that. Did not expect that at all. It's too good. It's too perfect. Makes me uncomfortable. Let's see, who else is here? What's up, guys? Mr. Hammerslay, it's all that matters. Are you ready? What's up, man? Mala, the wonderful Mala. So good to have all the family here. I love you guys. You guys are my best friends. Man, 30-minute likely painting some kind of bullish divergence here on the lows if it can squeeze out a bounce. Yo, J Bull. Talking about the classics on this channel. J Bull. One of the OGs. Famous. Until he disappeared long ago. It's good to have you back, man. The return of J Bull, that's monumental. Lots of people probably have no idea what I'm talking about. That's okay. Oh yeah, buddy, get them emojis out. J-Bull and Miss G used to be just the centerpieces of this channel at times. Battling it out. The good old days, right? Bags full, that's a great plan. Ledger, it's great to just, it makes it inconvenient to panic trade with it. And so it's protecting it from yourself, which is, in my opinion, a big value. Let's ride on two wheels. What's up, brother? Josh Harrison, 4-hour chart makes you happy. What's going on the 4-hour? Yeah, I mean, the response to the series of green candles, very weak. We did get this, what I always say is indecision candle. So we could see sideways trading similar to here in the next few 4-hour candles, but where's the rejection? Like here we could say rejection maybe. Not quite powerful enough, not quite enough volume. We're here, but like we're not even seeing that. We're seeing nothing. Just these little tiny little red candles after long strings of green. It is truly amazing. Truly amazing. Scott Johnson, what's up, man? F 2.0. Still not activated, right? To my knowledge. Brandon, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate what you do. Thanks for being here. There we go. Irawa, welcome to the fam. Thanks for subscribing or following, whatever we call it here. Yeah, guys, we got, oh man, almost 300. That's pretty dang good. Pretty dang good for not too much going on. We just hit the chart pretty hard. DVR is enabled. You can always go back and if you missed something, you can go back. We talked about ETH, Litecoin, Bitcoin dominance, total market cap. Oh, we didn't talk about total. We can go to total. We did Bitcoin total. Let's see. How are we doing on those? 100 likes with almost 300 watching. That's pretty good. If you haven't yet, would very much appreciate if you hit that like button. We have all kinds of issues with YouTube and showing up to our subscribers, and the more engagement the streams get, typically the better they do in that category. So it's very appreciated. As well as if you're new here, guys, I'll just do a little shill. Discord link is in the chat. Gotta be in Discord. With the issues we have, it's really the only way to consistently keep up with the stream. And so if you're in the Discord, not only do you always know when we go live, but there's also 24/7 live streaming chart there. Chat pretty much never stops. Very active. Great place to be. So make sure you guys are in there. If you're joining us, critical. It's critical to this channel to be in Discord. And I'm actually not going to shill patron because it's getting a little close, kind of the end of the month. So don't want anyone to get confused and sign up late in the month and then be surprised when they get billed again on the 1st. So I'm not even going to shield it. Rico, what's up, brother Rico? Morty F, smooth voice and delivery, love it. Well, thank you, brother. Love to have you here. I try to bring the calm, the chill into the typically not so chill crypto space. I think it helps people out. Big D on the track. What's up, man? It's good to have you. Welcome. Good to have you join the fam. Astronaut Renee ASMR Tom. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Bitcoin ASMR. What's up, Michael Wote? How do I feel about Link? Haven't looked at it too much. Yeah, the chart pulled up. Nope. Really everything's in the same position. 010101. What's up, man? Welcome back. Blake Hamburger, welcome, dude. Awesome to have so many new people joining us and New people returning to the space finally after all these years. It's been a long journey. Hopefully, we are at the last leg of this journey here. Hopefully. Ground crew. Aroa, do I like XRP or not? I don't think you're talking to me. Count Stockula. Just Stockula. I love that name. Nice, so we're still doing well. We're showing up on pages. We're not Badoshan, as we say. Muhammad Javad, what's up, man? Welcome. Yeah, so things are looking pretty nice. Pretty nice. Just hanging out. This 15-minute 50 moving average. This cupping price. The most wonderful of ways. Seeing bullish divergence potentially paint here on our small time frames on these lows, which would suggest we go read. It's just, I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over and over again. So suggesting we go retest our local high here, just under 18.9. How diverse is my wallet? Super duper diverse. I have my portfolio is maybe crazily diversified. I would not recommend what I've done to anyone, but I would recommend diversifying in some way. This is the Tom Crown guide to a crypto portfolio. At least 50% in Bitcoin. That is the core of how I see it, of how I see the most successful portfolio. 50% minimum. The more you have, percentage wise, the better. Personally, mine is at 70 now, and that's just due to Bitcoin dominance. At one point, it was as low as 56, but now it's 70. And then I also recommend diversifying with whatever you have left over, whatever percent of your portfolio, up to, I would say up to 14. 14 is pretty a random number. After that, it just starts getting a little confusing. But I'd say up to 14 coins. This is a safe bet. Really what you can do is it's up to you. You have that 50+% in Bitcoin. And then you can just go pick your favorite other ones. It doesn't really matter. I would suggest this though. I would definitely, out of those additional 13, I would absolutely recommend multiple, I would say half of them to be large cap coins. So top 10, top 20. And then you can take, your lotto bags, your higher risk to rewards, your more unknown coins, and fill in those other slots. And of course, you don't have to have 14. You could just have Bitcoin if you wanted. You could just have Bitcoin and something else if you wanted. But there is absolutely a value or an advantage in this space, and it becomes more clear once the market is clearly in a bull run, why that is. But there is an advantage because I guess I'll just go into it. Because when the market is truly bullish, aka when we set a new all-time high and begin climbing, hopefully for a year plus, fiat, or going into fiat, will be a very dangerous game. During the bear market, fiat is absolutely the favored pair. Really is advantageous to be able to enter lower, taking profits, enter lower. However, in a bull market, it's the opposite. Being in fiat becomes very dangerous as the value increases, but as the value of the dollar versus Bitcoin decreases, it becomes very dangerous. You can very easily get left out. Back tests, things like that, not super common when the market is extra bullish. You do see those wild swing corrections. So while they do exist, they are typically completely out of the blue, almost never predictable. Now you can maybe using your fib tool, you can eye out some spots that you would assume. But like I said, A bull market is the hardest trading that exists, especially in crypto. And that's why I suggest if you're very new, especially, you have some position built, once we kick it off, just relax. I know you won't relax, but it's going to be tempting to do a lot of trading, and this is what my plan, this is my stance. Once we're there, I'm just going to sit back. We're still going to do TA, we're still going to look at coins, we're still going to do, you know, all the stuff, but I'm just going to sit back. I'm not going to touch USD pair. Not at all. And where that strength of diversifying your portfolio comes from is the only trades I plan on making then are going to be in between my altcoins and Bitcoin. So in Bitcoin pair, and really the only trades I'm going to be making on those is I'm going to be selling my alts into Bitcoin. So LTC BTC pair. As that rallies, hopefully, with the market, which is hopefully bullish here, does seem so. I expect those BTC pairs to gain value, and so I'll sell those altcoins into Bitcoin, and that's pretty much the only trading for me in a bull run. The bear market is the accumulation time. It's the in and out of USD, in and out of fiat, portfolio building, I guess we'll say, period. And hopefully that time's over. Hopefully we're now into the sit back and watch your numbers explode time, because that's the fun time. That's the good times. But that is why I say diversification is good. My portfolio is stupidly so. I wouldn't recommend it. I have so many little bags of coins. But when I say that, they're very small positions that I don't actively trade them. Many of them. Kind of took the stance on some of these as like, well, I'll buy $20 worth of some random coin just because I wanted it. And I was going to let it sit. And so I either lose that $20 or that's worth significantly more. I will say, I've been doing this a long time. I have a lot of exposure to different coins, and literally none of them have ever gone to zero. Now, a lot of them have, a lot of them are virtually worthless now. They're pennies for what I paid $20 for. Some are worth a lot more. It's pretty much evened out, but none of them have gone to zero. That's the fascinating thing. And I have a sample size of like 115, maybe. Different coins. I know it's crazy. That's how I can't trade all those pairs, but none of them, not a single one, has stopped trading, has gone to zero, like everyone fears things will. Nope. One of them did stop trading, but it's now traded somewhere, but it's worth nothing. That's it. Out of over 100, one single example. And in hindsight, I was foolish because it was only traded on Bittrex, and then Bittrex removed it. And now it's probably traded on like Uniswap or something. I don't know. It's probably traded. It clearly is somewhere because the price of it changes regularly. But yes, 50% or more, preferably closer to 75 of Bitcoin, and then diversify so that you can swap back and forth in Bitcoin pair while the market is bullish. Going into dollars, great way to get left behind when this market is really kicking off. It's a trap because you feel like you've won, and you have won, you've profited, but then price escapes you so quickly that you FOMO back in and you've given up all those gains that you've gotten. Happens over and over and over again. It's clockwork during a bull run. You take profit, price runs, and you buy back in higher, just eliminating everything you've done, and that just keeps repeating until eventually the high is in, price collapses, and you're out. Like, you're just essentially out. You've nullified most of your gains, and that's why I really recommend, if you're new and we break the all-time high here this year and the start of next year, whenever, just sitting and holding is there's nothing wrong with it. And in fact, in a bull run, I would argue almost impossible to beat the returns. Almost impossible. Certainly everything is possible, but I don't know, out of 10,000 people, maybe one or two of them will ever be able to beat the returns of just holding at the start of the bull market. It's almost unfathomable to think you're going to beat that. Man, I still feeling blah. Moon boys, yeah, we're like already kind of on the moon, kind of mooning. What's up, Scraps? G. What's up, Lenny? How long will it last? Well, I mean, we can't know, but the previous runs, well, I guess you never know until hindsight when it starts. So the previous runs from low to high, year and a half ish. If that's true now, then we've already put in about half a year, because that would be the low of March. So that'd be, you would, if looking back to history to say when or how long it'll take, we would assume the high would be in 2021, end of the year, basically. But that's just looking back and saying the same thing will happen again. We don't know. Kev, what's up, dude? Bull run without Google Trends. That's what I've been saying. It's good. We're keeping under the radar. The longer...
500 ETH hype.
Yo, Alex, 500 ETH hype. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I would happily be wrong. Happily be wrong of my short-term predictions of ETH. Love to see it run. No problems with that. 500 is very exciting. Glad to have you here, Alex, brother. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, Kev, that I think I'm arguing it's a good thing. I talked about it earlier in the episode. The longer that Bitcoin is able to stay under the radar, under the crazy frenzy FOMO, the better. The higher it can inch price up, and that's exactly what it's been doing. It's been moving up very sneakily. Each step of the way, it's whipped up a little frenzy and then relaxed it. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but it's happening over and over and over again. Price picks up in a nice quick pump, interest floods in, and then price just kind of relaxes again. And you guys have probably noticed it too. It's there'll be periods of lots of excitement, and then it almost just seems like everyone's asleep for maybe a day or two. And there's lots of excitement again. And what it's doing is it's really managing that energy, or that FOMO, or that attention, really managing it with price extremely well. If you look at fear and greed, look at the fear and greed indicator, or meter, I guess it is. It's not an indicator. You'll see it. If you look back on the recent, you can see a chart of the fear and greed scores over, well, you can see back till 2018. But recently you'll see it spiking up, and then the next day moving back down, spiking up, moving back down. And that's a visual, that's literally a visual representation of what I'm talking about here. It's very successfully managing. We're essentially, if this was anything else, I would say we're already at the all-time high. If this wasn't Bitcoin right now at 18 something, if this was some other coin, I would likely say this is, it's not exactly the same price, but it's like close enough within the margin of error to say we're back at the all-time high for this. I won't jinx it for Bitcoin. Won't do it. But it's incredible. Like I was saying earlier in the episode, last time we were here, we were full frenzy. Like, people's moms were buying Bitcoin, and taxi drivers were giving out financial advice to people about it. Now we're back, and there's nothing. There's just no one. Yes, there's some building energy and some building interest, but it's...
ETC is in stealth mode, tiptoeing in wool socks as it sneaks across the wood floor. We'll be wearing combat boots by December though.
Exocho guy, dude, exactly. And astronaut Renee. Thank you both for the 5, but dude, exactly. It's tiptoeing. And I've said this before, is the longer that it can do this, the better. If it could somehow break 20,000 without the whole world noticing, that'd be ideal. That's a big ask. That's a huge ask. But possible. It's inched all the way up here. It's come within almost 5% of the all-time high, and it's giving me chills thinking about it. Yeah, dude, people were selling their houses. They were taking out like high interest loans to buy Bitcoin. It's just, that's all dumb. Don't do any of that. The last time we were here, rationality, logic was all thrown out the window. It was all just hysteria. Now we're here again, and it's, yeah, interest has picked up. It has. I can't say it hasn't at all. It certainly has. It's picked up maybe 100%, maybe doubled since September. Maybe a little more than doubled. But in 2017, it was probably 10 times what it is right now. In active interest, in active, I don't know, in frenzy, in euphoria, whatever. It's good. It's a good thing. Not yet. Scraps G, not yet. Eventually, it's we keep going. I mean, we're heading. It's just going to be interesting to see Bitcoin continue to manage this on the way up. It's like the market as a whole balancing between frenzy and calmness and boringness. And it seems to be doing it perfectly. Like a perfect balancing act. Ooh.
XRP will melt faces.
Yo, Skytronics, what's up, dude? Welcome. I don't recognize your name, but thank you so much for the super generous donation, man. $100 that is very appreciated. XRP is gonna melt faces, he says. Well, you didn't ask for it. But why don't we take a look at XRP? Wow, yeah, it's melting some faces right now. To be honest, already melting faces. I have not looked at this. It's hit both of our targets that were placed so long ago. So long ago. Man, this is ripping. Let's see. Daily MACD looks gorgeous. There's no sign of weakness. We see the momentum picking up, accelerating. Locally looking solid. We see a pullback right to our target. That's spicy. Pullback in price and RSI, and locally no issues with our highs. Currently the highest point in price is the highest point in RSI. That is good. That is an agreement. Let's see. Resistance is sitting at 34.6 cents. We may also have some local here from the previous August swing high. Not super likely to be mega strong. It wouldn't be like rally killing in my opinion. However, that 34.681 cent from February of this year, that will be a real resistance. But we do still have the same target box up here we've had for months. And what's really solid about this setup is once the February high is broken, you really have a beautiful chart. What was a very strange looking chart for a while becomes really beautiful. You have just what would look to be almost a perfect inverse head and shoulders here. And then you would be looking, I think this target's probably spot on. You break 34 cents, or I guess that'd be 35 cents. Yeah, you might have some resistance from this trading, this high. But with a huge inverse head and shoulders pattern like that, man, you're looking right back up to the top here. I wish every coin had this. But dang, good eye. I mean, like, I have not noticed it. I probably should set alerts. Set some alerts on this guy. I do have some XRP, but it is not one of my bigger bags. But I do have some. Let's see. Yep, there we go. There we go. There it is. And the 3 extension right back to the all-time high. Pretty sweet. That so close to being so spicy. So spicy. Almost certainly we'll see some resistance though here. Likely some kind of pullback, maybe back test. This local resistance we're looking at as support before moving. XRP has not looked this good in quite some time, so I'm glad I looked at it. Let's put the alert, because this is going to be spicy as anything when it hits. Absolutely. XRP boom. Weekly. Nice. The weekly looks better even than the daily. Very nice. Very nice. Yep. There it is, weekly. First positive momentum candle in 7 weeks-ish. And price reacting very, very confidently. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you again, Skyx. Skytronics. Thank you again, brother. Wish you well on that XRP, dude. You break that 34.68 and you rip. We're seeing that across the market, though. It's amazing. It's amazing. Because across the market, so many coins are at these levels of major importance on the macro scale. Weekly, monthly swing highs. And they're all just waiting, it seems. They're all just waiting right underneath resistance. A really interesting setup. Bitcoin moves up. If it breaks 20,000, you'll likely see all of those coins smash their resistance at the same time, and it would be epic. It'd be an epic moment. I truly hope we're live when that happens. XRP army will rise again. That I am sure of. I'm sure of that. Man, sideways trading when I go live. Sidewaysed. DJ Dave official, what's up, dude? We did pretty in depth on ETH already, brother. DVR is enabled on this video, so you can just scroll the video back if you want to see what we said about it. Probably not gonna do it again unless an alert goes off. Long story short, it's looking good, just like everything. Just like everything's sitting right at critical level. Could be looking for a back test to 488. Could be looking for back test to 500 psychological. Could not even see the 488. Oh, Josh, I'm sorry, brother. I didn't even see
YouTube
you.
famous BTC King of Kings Sleeveless Wonder. Can you look at the OM of the G and
Sleeveless Wonder.
Also, the
70
Chainlink,
degrees
please.
today.
Wrecked City and Rene Mont are homeless.
Oh, oh yeah. Oh, there you go, buddy. You should be happy. This is like everything. Like everything is in the same position. Beautiful. Weekly, locking in that bullish divergence that we've been waiting months for now. $2.50. Looks like it held rock solid. Now we're seeing the market move up. OMG's just right below resistance again. Weekly painting bullish divergence. Daily, not really doing much of anything. But $3.28. Looking like it's becoming solid. You can see pretty much a fractal of this right here. Likely going to break all of these resistances at once whenever the market rips, man. Whenever these altcoins break through these resistances. Speculating now, they're gonna all do it at once. It's either gonna be because Bitcoin breaks 20K or because Bitcoin just sits sideways long enough to allow it. The solid daily candle on OMG. Really, you're sitting pretty, dude. I think you're gonna be just fine, Josh. You've taken a long trip on this coin, my friend. I think the odds are in your favor that it'll pay out. We'll take a look at Link, just cause it's Josh. BTC pair, still looking sketch. Still sketch on the BTC pair here, back in its channel that we did see our previous take profit point acting as support, so that is a good sign. Positive sign. 4 hour, we see a nice little bullish divergence. Don't really have highs to compare here for bearish divergence, so that's a saving grace. At least you have bullish divergence here. If you didn't, that'd be very concerning when you're back in this channel. So maybe looking to move back up, follow its trend.
Shark tornado, shark tornado, shark tornado, squid, octopus, spider, fire. Can we look at ADA, BTC, snowman, Santa Claus, dark skin tone, woman dancing, light skin tone, crown?
That was beautiful, Sharknado. Where you been, buddy? I've been messaging you because I miss you, and you're just not gonna say anything on this plane. It's good to see you. Though I have messaged you a bunch, literally just asking you if you're doing alright because I hadn't heard from you. Yeah, take a look at ADA next. Link is doing Link stuff, man. We got the Trace Tito's. Got a little reversal. But dang, it's still in. It's still in this ascending wedge. Which is odd. Can't say I expected that. Typically, the ascending wedge is a bearish pattern. You expect it to break down more often than break up. However, I think in Link's favor here, certainly in Link's favor here, despite this pattern, you know, we're seeing this on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin continues to break up, continues to put in higher highs. So as long as that remains true, Link is looking to break up from this one as well. Bearish divergence on these 4-hour highs, though. Coming off 4-hour bullish divergence on the lows. Let's actually look deeper. That's good. All right, it is okay. It is on the daily, putting in higher RSI highs. That's great. That was a great sign. It did take our 1368 target back. I mean, we can see back here as well. This was kind of ascending wedge stuff too, and broke up. Link's looking all right. Surprised. It had such a ridiculously strong 2 years. You can't see all the history here. But to have such a strong, like, 2 years, 3 years, and then pull back, and then just continue on again, that's remarkable. Remarkable. Link weekly is looking the same as OMG's. We're seeing the weekly finally flip back on the MACD to the bullish momentum buying side. And we see weekly RSI chilling. So honestly, Link looks way better than I expected it to. It's actually looking pretty. Likely with this chop that we have going on in the market, I would expect to see it return somewhere in this ascending wedge to the bottom of the wedge. We only had 1-2 touches if we correct it here. Originally, we had placed it back here. Okay, that's annoying. Originally nailed it as an ascending wedge from this point off of our Trace Titos. Yeah, the Trace Titos has served us so well. And we're still above it. Something to keep an eye on. I'm definitely going to set an alert. I want to know when it breaks this high, and you really don't have too much above. It's the same setup. You really don't. 15 and then 20. It's awesome. Everything's just chilling at these levels. Let's try this. For the Mr. NATO. You're trapped out of Discord. That's not good. Well, no wonder you didn't respond to my messages then. That makes absolute total sense. Ink. Alright, ADA BTC for the NATO. For the Nadester. Okay. It kind of reminds me of Crow BTC. Hate to say it. But luckily Crow BTC kind of looking like it wants to reverse too, so maybe not the end of the world. Daily. Looks good actually. Looks good. We're seeing the RSI lows come up as the ADA BTC pair continues to set lower lows. Solid bullish engulfing candle on today's daily. Likely to meet some resistance up at 700. But man, that's starting to look like that Head and Shoulders is played out, isn't it? It's reapproached its accumulation zone down here. Probably can even, yep, to here. And now we're starting to see bullish divergence and on the lows and the daily bullish engulfing candle. I mean, that's what we want. That's what we want to see. Do not want to see it go below, what is it, 440 sats-ish. This could be a very solid trade. Get yourself a fancy trade here, my friend. Weekly. We really need to see the weekly, though. Gotta see that weekly pick up some sauce. Yeah, this is so fractalish. Check this out. Check this out. This is what it's like to live in my brain. My brain, I don't know. I just stare at charts too much. So we have the initial. Look at how fractal this is. Jeez. Oops, I can't draw. It's like a perfect fractal. All ADA has to do here in the Bitcoin pair is not break its low. If it doesn't break, what is it? 400 sats. It can hold 400 sats, man. It's gonna try to come up here. It's gonna try to come back and maybe retest the high. Might be a little much, but it at least will try to retrace 50%. That's at the minimum. If not, test the high. I think that's definitely possible. And where does that put it? I mean, the 0.5 is at 4,800 sats. And then the 618 is like almost 6,000 sats. We're talking a 10x in BTC pair. That's pretty darn good. This is such a fractal. These are the exact same thing. This shape, this pattern, is repeating here on a smaller scale. And these are weekly candles we're looking at, guys, so this is no tiny pattern. This is super large. This is over multiple years. So let's see. You know, it even repeats again. That's crazy. I wonder what this looks like. I don't mind that. We can get something better though. Let's just leave that there for now. See what happens. Come back to it another time. But ADA BTC, we're seeing this pattern play out again. We may see some sideways trading on it if we're following the exact same path. But it's reached its accumulation zone again, and it's showing its first signs of bouncing, so in good shape. Looking for 440 sats to hold. Retest the yearly high, and then if you do break it, you see where how much you can retrace from that all-time high to low. That's a good position to be in. Strong like bull. What's up, Truth Monster? How you doing, brother? Ray, what's up, man? Pump ADA now. Oh, yo, Alex, sorry about that. I didn't catch that too. Thank you, brother. Thank you for the toot and the doot, baby shark, doot. Man, lots of green. Kind of looks like here. This has been a long journey, guys. This is a long journey. Now we're back. Look at that. It's ridiculous. Still 260 watching. That's pretty good. Likes are a little low. It's alright. It's just not a like kind of day. I feel you guys. More of a chill. Hit a high of 300 viewers. That's pretty good. It's good to have you all here. If this is your first time, even if it's not, make sure you're subscribed. We are flying towards 15K subscribers, which is ridiculous to me. In September we were at like 13 or something, and then we've gained, I don't know, 1,000 in the last 2-3 weeks, maybe something like that. It's amazing to see people entering the space again. So make sure you're subscribed. You can catch our lives every day. Also make sure you're in Discord. Equally as important as subscribing. Lots of educational resources in there. live 24/7. Chart and TA, chat, etc. And it's free, so you can't really beat that deal. I mean, it's free. And now the views are coming back up, but I really gotta. I know if I even take, I don't know, 2 minutes to go to the bathroom, we're gonna lose like 30 viewers in a second. Just like that. Not 30, like 50. Wow, lots of people are streaming right now. Holy crap. What is this? This is a channel I've never seen before. It has 150,000 subscribers? What? I've never seen. Has no videos except for this live stream that it's doing right now. Oh god, it's certainly a scam. I don't know how what their angle is though. You can always tell scam channels because if you go and look at their videos, well, usually they won't have any. But if you go to their playlists and you go to their community tab, you'll see like almost always a different language than the current video. This one has a bunch of like family photos and things. I wonder what kind of channel this was. Oh well. Rip. I thought that was real for a second. Oh, that's alright. I'm gonna report it. Man, there's a lot of people on though. We got Tony Vase is streaming right now. Hey, Mitch Ray. Dude, Mitch Ray killing it. He's out viewing Tony Vase. That's freaking... Tony Vase has like 100k subscribers. Get it, Mitch. Killing it. Feeling it. Alright. Alright. What's up, Robin? Is Tony Vase really saying 1300 still? I know he used to. I know he used to be Mega Bear. I remember laughing about it back in the day. Matthew Dibendetto. Thank you, brother. I haven't been doing it nearly as long as Mitch. That's how I see it. Mitch has been doing it for years. We've been doing daily lives only for maybe 6 months-ish. So I think we're in a great spot. We have an awesome community. Oh, you guys are the best, so I wouldn't trade it. And we're growing, dude. We're growing so fast. Like I said, we're gonna hit 15k here subscribers really soon. And even like 2 months ago, we were so far away from 15,000, and now we're just inches. We already have 14.4. We hit 14,000 like 2 weeks ago or something. Yeah, we've gained 1,000 subscribers in the last 28 days. Like we're blowing up. It's good. I'm happy. It's all organic. It's all, you know, we're getting like quality viewers, if that makes sense. Yo, Bob Marley, what's up, man? R. Martin, my brother, what's up? Truth Monster. Lee Montoya, you killed my father, prepare to die. Sylv, hello. Hello, Sylv. How you doing, darling? Digimedia, dude. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, dude, I'm just chill. I'm just here to do my charting. Talk about the thing I love most in life, which is crypto. Yep. I don't know. Dude, I have mad respect for anyone who's willing to go live and do technical analysis in front of hundreds of people thousands of people. Like, tons of respect. Let's be positive. Let's just stick to the positive, everybody. Community is awesome. You know, yeah, just we have a different focus. I focus just on the cryptos. Much respect though. Crypto Technical Analysis 101. What's up, man? I'm having a great evening. I feel like crap from last night, but I'm slowly coming back to life. Slowly. I actually really have to go to the bathroom. I can't wait. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. It'll be quick. Make sure you like, subscribe in the meantime, and on Discord. And don't leave. Stay here. 220 watching. We've already lost like 30 since I said it. I'll be quick. All right, how many did we lose? 195, 200, so 20. That's not so bad. 10%. Oh yeah, big shout out for Fractality. It's sending me some pretty sweet stuff. Sending us they make 3D hologram I guess you call them portraits. Not sure, but they make some really cool crypto ones. And I touched base with them and gonna send me some, which is pretty cool. Can't wait to show them off here. It's link is this site. Uh-oh, is the computer frozen? No. Being weird. Pretty cool stuff. I would check them out if I were you. If I were you. You can see they make really cool stuff. Hello, Nick. Yeah, stuff like this. Pretty cool. So there's my shout out to Fractality. All kinds of different coins and designs over there. Super excited about that. Peter Roll, 2 BTC accumulated. Well done. Well done, sir. Quite a stack. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Good to have you. Thanks for sticking with us. Yeah, rip the viewers. Oh well. Oh well. We're live all the time. It's not a big deal. DGB blow up. I haven't noticed it yet. Yeah, I did a video on Atomic before. It wasn't my best video, but that's okay. It was good enough. Still potentially painting this 30-minute bullish divergence. 15-minute, still doing the same thing. Really hasn't gone anywhere in this episode, has it? That's okay. Can't expect every episode to be super spicy price action. Boom. Boom. Just flagging out, are we? Where did that trend line go? See how close we are to this trend. Oop. Not very. Could suggest another, what? Hour and a half, maybe, of this, like, just sideways-ish. Really, this is what I see. I just see the same thing painting again. I just see it painting again. That's what it looks like. Just another triangle. Likely in reality to play out more maybe like this. There we go. We'll just leave it like that for now. It's just flags after flags after flags. It's actually insane. You know what? I just noticed on the 15 right now. This right here looks just like this as well. That's really similar. Let's see how it compares actually. Oh yeah, that's similar. Oh yeah. Spooky. Spookily similar. And it's not even Spooktober anymore. Look at that. That's crazy. That is spot on, man. Got that fractal eye today. That is amazing, actually, how accurate that is. Yeah, we'll see if it plays out, and I'll leave it there. I like how it touches perfectly to our next fib level. That's what's convincing to me, actually. And that fib level is just right here, if this is a pattern. So that looks pretty. That looks 20-ish, man. That's something. Let's see. Wouldn't that be a treat? Wouldn't that be a treat? That'd be a peach. Look at what do you do when things line up so perfectly with a target you're like, I'm afraid to even call it, so I'm gonna jinx it. This would be nutty. That would be nuts. So perfect. Why is it so perfect? You're making me uncomfortable, Bitcoin. Wow. I will leave that one too. Why not? Oh, why not? I like. Howdy, howdy. What's up, Blurred Edge? How you doing, brother? Anatoly. Corky B. All right, astronaut, Sir Astronaut Renee, sure. Now let's see. How do we even get this in the picture? Immortalized. I'll send it on the, put it in the Discord also. Here we go. This could be nasty. Guess I could publish it. Nah, I hate publishing. I hate typing in all the stuff. But there it is. I'll put this up after the show. Put this up on Discord. The gods are back. The gods are back. God, I miss music. Miss live music. 2020. At least like we're wrapping it up with some bullish Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty good. Dude, I love that. I love that Tony V's. The viewership difference between Tony V's and even us right now is not that big. I love it. Making dreams come true. I'll get rid of that one. The same thing. Gareth, what's up, dude? Where have I been? We took some time off. I'm not good at taking time off, so it was nice.
BCH ready to go yet?
Yo, Skytronics, man. Super generous today. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you, appreciate it. BCH ready to go. I'll take a look at BCH for sure. I know that it was stuck, yep, in between its monthly resistance and support. That's 273 to 203. Doesn't really look like that's changed. Really, nothing on the weekly here. Not seeing any divergence or much useful information from our indicators there. Ooh. Oof, oof. Okay. Now we see a story. Now we see the story. Man, right below the 150 on the weekly. All right, you're gonna have to zoom in. Oh wow, daily even spicier. Check that out. You have the 50 daily crossed the 200 and the 100 in the last 5 candles. That's actually really, that's a powerful move. Really powerful. Still no divergence though. Man, it's looking to make a move, but it's giving us no signals of what that move could be. Literally no signals. No divergence on the weekly or the daily, which is unusual to say the least. It is same situation as Litecoin, Ethereum, everything else we've looked at. It's just right underneath like critical resistance, monthly resistance. This could be one big flag. Could be one big old flag. These moving averages being clustered up like that is so powerful. You can see it's literally never happened before in BCH history. Never, these 3 moving averages have never met so closely. This is the closest scenario we have, maybe right here. But never have they been this tight. This is gonna make a violent move. That is, did not expect to see that. It's just even. It's weird. Like very even. I want to see a 4-hour close above the 200. That's what I want to see. We can see it's struggling here. It's clearly resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. 4 hours rejected from it. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. If this one closes under it in a row again. Let's see where that is. Real above 258. That's where price is almost. Honestly, any higher high here, I'm setting an alert, even locally. And you're going to 273. You're gonna go up and test that. So this is a weird chart. It is odd to me that it's so even. There's little, if no divergence. There could be a little bullish divergence here on our side, but it's not a MACD. With these lows, typically you see more than this. I think it's because of what's going on here on the daily. All these moving averages being so coiled up is really evenly, I don't even know how to put it, evenly distributing, evenly waving through buy and sell. I don't even know. Closing the daily here is nice. It's a good close. An hour and 17 minutes to go. Dude, just keep an eye on these. This is ridiculous. to see the average of the last 50 candles, the average of the last 100 candles, and the average of the last 200 candles are all within $1. That's incredible. It actually is incredible. I wish I could give you more. This will resolve, and when it does, it's going to resolve with a lot of strength. Could be to the upside. You break 273 and you're looking at 375. If you reject here again, you just basically go back to 203 for the illionth time. Bajillionth, who knows. Let's get that fractal back up. Oh, where did it go? There we go. All right. Yeah, 222. Nice. We're trending back up. The dip, the lowest our viewership dipped is as I predicted when I went to the bathroom. And it's gone up since then, so that's cool. People came back. Realized the bathroom trip was over. Really just waiting. How long have we I don't even know how long we've even been live. For some reason, it's not telling me. Why did it not say? Maybe they removed that. It was weird. It doesn't say when I went live anymore.
Can't forget the canary in the coal mine. KSM.
KSM? Sure. Thank you, Scatronics, again, brother. Dude, I appreciate it. Kingsley, welcome, Kingsley. Thanks for subscribing. Oh, looks like I have looked at KSM before. Okay. Did not have many thoughts on it, though, apparently. That's a nice structure. Maybe I have KSM. Let's see. Apparently I looked at this and never did anything with it. Okay. Weird. I'll go back to the dollar pair. Solid. Bitcoin pair looking to put in some bullish divergence here on the daily. Dollar pair. Fine on the daily. Maybe some bullish divergence. That would be good agreement. Not too much on MACD. Yeah, I didn't even add. I don't know what I was doing with this chart. but didn't do anything to it. They just made them and then walked away. That's unlike me. Wonder if it was a chart I forgot to do. Oh well. Not much. Nice. Well, this is in better shape. This is at least clearer than BCH. That's nice. 4 hour solidly in an uptrend. Daily in an uptrend. Got a little bullish divergence. Your highs are okay. Don't have bearish divergence. That's great. You've already tested the weekly resistance. That's another promising sign. We're right up there at 39. 46. It's a 0.5 also though. Stinks, but that's okay. Your break 39.46, you're looking at 44.87, 45 area right here, 618 retrace. And if you break 60, let's look up, let's look higher. You break the all-time high back here. $100 for the measure move, perhaps. I'm sure I would take that if I had this. We'll put this up here for later on. Yeah, KSM looking good. Weekly's flipping over. Yeah. Heck yeah. Looks like next week or the week after, I would keep an eye on this. I'm putting an alert myself. Nice chart. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Skytronics. It's weird. It no longer says how long I've been live anymore. It used to, under the video, it would be like 209 watching live for, like 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever. Doesn't do that anymore. It's odd. Oh, it does? It's weird. It doesn't show for me. I don't know. Two hours. Okay, yeah, it's like... Alright, cool. I guess it shows you guys. It's not showing me anymore. Just waiting. Sitting and waiting. I guess that does work. That's so odd, man. Just randomly, I guess I'm the only one. Can't see it. Whatever. Sure. Sure, YouTube, sure. I think it's scraps. Rico out fractaled me? Impossible. If anybody can do it, buddy, it's you. I didn't see your chart though. I don't know where you posted it. EA room, maybe. Oh, there you go. We'll take a look. Take a look at Rico's fractal. Eureka's fractal. That might be this. Is that the same thing? 2,200 now. That looks legit. Is it just right this here? I'm guessing maybe. No. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, nice little surprise candle. Binance, BTC, USD. Okay. We can see it. If it did hit 80K on Binance, it's either an error or it's just low liquidity. It's nothing to get too excited about. I don't see it. Nope. This is Binance. Say futures, nope. Oh, TUSD. Okay, well I can tell you right away then. Yeah, it's, if it did, we'll definitely look at it. But if it did, yep, super low liquidity. TUSD, not a pair that's super traded. I will say this though, it's not bearish. It's not a bearish sign. Does that mean we're going to 80K right now? No, not necessarily. But it certainly is.
Is Tezos ready to shake and bake?
Joe, Guytronics again, my brother. Thank you, Tezos. Do not know. We'll take a look. That's I mean, that's certainly cool, this wick, but it's just a symptom of low liquidity. That's what happens when you have thin order books and someone makes an order that the books can't hold, basically. So I wouldn't put too much on that. Wouldn't really. I wouldn't bet on it, but certainly is not bearish. If anything, it is bullish slightly. Crypto Josh, welcome, brother. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to our fam. Make sure you're in Discord, my friend. Keep up with our daily live streams. Now for the Skytronics. Man, I haven't typed this in so long. There we go. XTZ. I haven't typed in Tezos in so long. I thought we were going to get a bounce here on the weekly. Either way, even if we have to alter where we're looking. Target has been, still is 263. Weekly showing some loss of momentum here. Downward momentum. No divergence on the lows here, but there definitely will be between these lows by the time this resolves. So weekly still in a strong position. Right back to resistance. Right on back. Alright, bullish divergence on the daily. I'll take it. Definitely take it. Struggling to close over the 50 though. That's probably its issue. It's finding resistance at the 50-day moving average. You can see it right here, and that's especially true because it's lined up with our $2.22 previously was support, then flipped resistance, and now it's struggling. So looking for a Tezos daily close above $2.22. Really a matter of whenever that happens. Looking for a move upwards to the 200 daily. We can see is right at our target at $2.63, right in this zone. So is it ready? I don't know. I'm not sure at the moment. Does not does have some bullish signs on the daily. Weekly has been set up forever to eventually have some sweet bullish divergence. Really, it's a matter of when that's going to happen. Our first hint will be when we close the daily above $2.22. That'll be confidence building for sure. And you're gonna test that 200. So Tezos ready? Not yet. That's what I would say. Not yet. Thank you again, though, Mr. Skytronics, with your generous donations, my friend. Thank you. Appreciated. Astronaut Renee, if you're getting giveaway DMs on Discord, well, they're definitely a scam. Step 1, definitely a scam. Step 2, you should see if they're on our server, because if they are, I'm going to ban them. For sure. Welcome to our Asian friend. You just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. I don't know how to pronounce your name. If I knew how to try, I would. But welcome, brother or sister. Welcome, fam. Shake and bake. What's up, bad garlic breath? How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Yeah, that's a bummer. But think of it this way: it would suck to buy it there, but it would rock to sell it there. So somebody did. They might have ended up. They might have ended up being their own market maker, though. Could use some kind of bot, and if it got that, if price gets that out of control, they may have been filling their own orders, actually. All right. This is low energies. What's up, bro tip? What's up, brother? And welcome, Living for Christ. What's up, man? Nah, it's just a fractal. The pattern. Just a pattern we're looking to see if it's playing out again. Not necessarily deeming that it will. Yeah, it does look like it could break it right here.
Decred for the win.
Skytronics keeping me busy. Thank you, brother. Sure, it's like a Decred. DCR. Bitcoin, you can move as soon as I click this. Sneaky. Sneaky. This is an old chart. Very old chart. Right back up to resistance. Man. Decred. Strong move. You just have this freaking... This is going to be hard to bust. is going to be a difficult spot to take back. Just because we see multiple rejections from it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the 5th attempt. Good news is likely to get continuation when you do break it, because it will take some strength. 25.52 overlapping with a psychological just $25 value. A little bit of bearish divergence on the 4-hour. I need to get this chart set up. I hate these old charts. I wish I could. Ooh, nice. Daily RSI though, that is fancy, man. That is talking about a flag. That is a straight bull flag. Up at the what, 80 to 60 zone, man. That's some bullish RSI. Do have bearish divergence on it, but that's hard to bet against, man. That's spicy. That's heckin' spicy. Nice. And you got this, it's kind of similar to BCH, but not nearly as tight. But you have that same setup where you have all these moving averages coming together. What I like here is that we see the 20 already crossed over, and we got this move up to the resistance. I like that. And then what I also like is that the 200 is above the 100, and the 50 is below, and the 50 is definitely on the highest gradient, the highest incline. So it is reaching back up to cross over, not just the 100, but the 100 and the 200 at the same time. And what's likely to happen in that event is the 100, we can see, is just kinking up as well. That wants to cross the 200. This is set up. This is set up beautifully here on the daily, with these big moving averages combined with this ridiculous looking RSI. It's gonna make an attempt here, I think. Wow. Wow. This whole thing is just one giant channel, isn't it? I don't even know where to connect this to. It wouldn't even, doesn't like fit anywhere. Yeah, if you break 25, 38. 38.25 probably, something like that. It's gonna be your next target. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. 38.50-ish, nice. Could be a nice move. Has a lot of conditions here. A lot of conditions here on the daily. On this approach of this resistance that it didn't have previously. So the highest chance it's had of breaking that so far. This is nice. And I'll put an alert because that's spicy. Resistance at 25.52. If you break that, man, Decred looking awesome. Thank you, Skytronics, again, my friend. You are the man. You are the man. Yes, bro tip. Yes. Miss BCH. Very conflicted chart right now on BCH. Very conflicted. It's not really giving us indication of either direction, but the moving averages on the daily are crazy. Vote for Meg. Atomic Wallet, that's just like my go-to recommendation. It's free. It's free. It supports a bunch of different coins and some basic staking, proof of stake stuff, so it's good for a beginner. Man, I'm beat, guys. This hangover is still roughing me up. I'm just curious if we're gonna break this pattern here right now. It's like the only thing holding me on. Actually, Skytronics, you're the only you're the only reason you're the only thing holding me on here. But What are you doing, little guy? What are you doing? Supposed to come back down, make some higher lows. Of course, maybe this was never what it was doing. It just looks similar. It's always possible. Do it. Go up. Go test 20k right now. No, actually don't, because I don't feel good. I don't want that kind of hype. Yo, Slow Joe, brother. Oh, man. Good to see you. Yeah, there we go, bro. Doesn't necessarily mean this pattern isn't playing out. But it is cool. It's cool that it broke. It looked like it wanted to. As long as it doesn't exceed the high here to the left, this pattern could still be playing out. I'll put a little alert. Still could. This is a good pattern either way. Let's make it real small, see if it... No. Nope. Yep, alright, so pattern pretty much broken unless, of course, it just starts running straight up from here, and then... then it's still in play, but it pretty much has to, as soon as it makes a higher high to fit this pattern, it has to keep going. A higher local high. Man, watching the 15-minute, it's bad for your health. Okay. A lot of movement here. Volume's pretty good. Pretty good. But a lot of movement. It's funny that we can see smaller candles here. It's on the 4 hour, but those candles are on the 15 minutes. Weird that we can see them. Odd. 4 hours still in positive Momo. With ugly RSI. Our pattern was so beautiful, but I think it caught on to us. That was exciting, maybe, for a minute. Still going, actually. Yo, got who we got? Sladana Popovic. Welcome, friend. Welcome. Thanks for joining our fam. Sladana. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Oh yeah, of course, that was the alert I just said that just went off. Durr. Skytronics, I see you. I see you, brother.
Nervous about Nervos, CKB.
Throw me some curveballs. I don't believe I've ever checked this one out. CKB. Lucky Country. I'm not an Elliott Waves fan. Not really part of, not really in my toolkit. Not that Not that I don't understand the premise. I'm just not a huge fan. I know a lot of really talented traders who use it. Come on, give me this high. Where is it? Do it. Come on. There. God. Good. Not a lot of chart history here. That's okay. Beautiful, beautiful divergence there on RSI on the 4-hour. And on MACD. Excellent. Excellent. They're in agreement. Daily, same thing. This is a good looking chart. This is a great chart, actually. Good eye, brother. This is a great chart. Got a bunch of bullish signals here on different time frames. Beautiful. That's where the 100 and 200 are. The only there, so this is what I have to say. This chart's great. It looks bullish. Looks bullish. 0.051 cent to 0.059 cents. Likely my target on break up here. However, there's just one thing you need to be aware of. If I were going to trade this, I absolutely would use a stop loss. Because what we have a bunch of bullish signals here that typically I wouldn't question because they're in so much agreement. However, just the shape of right here, this shape, not a huge fan of that shape ever. We do see that did happen really before as well. A little different, but this shape is just super threatening at all times because it is essentially creating a momentum leg, but it doesn't have to play out that way. What we're seeing on the 4-hour and the daily really suggests some bullish action on this. So if you're going to play this, definitely would recommend setting a stop. You don't want to see that. Yeah, you really don't want to see price go lower than the swing low on the 4th, because if it does, you're really screwed here. You've longed like the top of a momentum leg then. However, I think like the statistics are the edge, despite this pattern, because we may see this pattern play out differently, like that or something. Despite the potential momentum leg, still getting bullish signals, bullish signs. That's a neat chart, man. I'm actually glad I looked at that. Skytronics, dude, you're just throwing me the softballs today. Dig it. Stick around, brother. I like you. I like what you look at. I'll look into that. I like that chart, and I do like that chart. It's a little risky, but for a small position, it might be perfect for a small position. I'll look into it. Guys, I am pretty beat. I'm beat. That candle then didn't go anywhere, which is surprising. A lot of movement on that candle for it not to go anywhere. I'm beat. If you're new, guys, make sure you're subscribed and you're in the Discord. The link is in the chat. But I'm tired. I think I might wrap it up. We have 2:15 watching. I hate wrapping it up when we have so many people here. Hate to do it. Left, see you right, cow. What's up, man? Welcome to our fam. Interesting name, tongue twister. I'll leave the stream up for like a little bit because this is weird price action. because it's invalid. Like, look, this is why I'm gonna leave it up for a while. It's invalidated for the most part, this pattern. But what's weird about it is that now it's kind of looking like it's doing these higher lows that it wanted. We don't get the wick. It's definitely invalidated our first take on it. But there's something weird about it. All that movement in the last candle. I don't want to look away, but I also want to like not have these bright lights on because I feel like crap. So probably, yeah. I'm gonna leave it on. We'll see if we get any like short-term price action here. Got an alert set. Bottom of this wick and the top of this wick. Likely what this is doing is just expanding out the trading range of this. This is, in my opinion, the most likely scenario with that wick. It looks like it's a response of this wick. They cancel out basically right to where the middle of this is. There's a lot of volatility right there though, so I don't really want to look away. But I'm freaking beat. So I'm gonna leave it on for a bit. You guys are awesome. I love you all. Tomorrow is unclear what's gonna happen. I'm visiting my friend. I'm not sure what time I'm gonna get back. So we might do a really late night stream. We'll likely do a very early morning stream for the patrons. Maybe we'll do a public, depends on the time I get up. Yeah, but thanks for being here, guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're in the Discord. We're live every day here with cutting edge technical analysis. So join us in the future for future episodes, and I don't know, maybe I'll be back on. Like I said, I'm gonna leave it on. Something about these last two candles, very weird. So I may end up coming right back. We'll see. All right, love you guys. These freaking candles are so spicy. What is happening? I don't know if I don't even know if I can get off. It's like, this is so ridiculous. What is this? I want to. We'll see.